All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's broadcast. I am your host, Choco2225, as we're coming live to you from Red Bull Ring for another round of our Sunday 62 series. Today we have 16 machines GT3. Stand by for 1 second. 16 of the fastest GT3 machines for our Sunday series. As of right now, we'll go back onto the grid here and we'll see what we have. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, I do apologize. Let's get back into the garage here. I had some technical difficulties. All right, like I was saying, we have 16 of the fastest machines here today. Last week we was at Paul Ricard, and last week's fast-paced race, man, it showed us that the McLarens could still hold their own. Definitely held their own. That Lexus had that straight line speed last week, driven by Mac. And held pretty good there. Today we are at Red Bull Ring for another exciting round of our Sunday series. We have 3 minutes left in qualifying, and today we are right now qualifying. It is the leader right now is Jay Higginson in the lead with a time of 1:28.3. Then we have Sween right behind him, and then Clark in third as of right now. Bonham in fourth, followed by Wright in fifth, Bloxham in sixth. We welcome Bloxham back, able to make it this week. McKenzie in seventh, eighth is Compost, Tillery in ninth, 10th is Stu, 11th is Nichols, Lee in 12th, Pearl in 13th, Mac in 14th, Jerry in 15th, and 16th is Vergara as of right now. So we have 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in qualifying. We'll head out here and we'll see what car we have here. All right, right now we're right along with Sween here. Ladies and gentlemen, I will return here and find out what my technical difficulties are here with the static in the background. Give me 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as that rounds up our qualifying session, right now we're going to have Jay Higginson in the 720 car with a time of 128.3. Then we have in second on the grid, M. Clark, a good, oh man, all right. So Clark finally in the 23 car, 128.5. I mean, he is driving pretty good tonight. I mean, he is pretty close there to Higginson. So this is going to be a good race here this evening. We have Clark tonight in P2. Then in P3 is Case Sween in the Porsche 21 car with a time of 128.7. Then in fourth we have R. Campos, McLaren 2-4 car with the time of 128.9. Then we have Jay Bonham in the 34 McLaren with a time of 129.1. Then we have N. Wright in the 555 Porsche with a time of 1294. In seventh we have Bloxham in the McLaren 274 with the time of 1294. All right, as that is... thank you for the interruption. In eighth on the grid, we have McKenzie in the BMW 14 with a time of 1295. Then in ninth, we have Stu in the 91 BMW with a time of 1295. Tillery in the Mercedes 26, only Mercedes in the field, with a time of 1295. Then we have S. Nichols in the 55 Porsche with the time of 1298. So man, like very close racing all around this evening. So you're going to see a lot of exciting battles throughout the series. Then 12th we have R. Lee in the McLaren 773 with the 129 time of 1298. 13th we have F. Pro in the 999 McLaren with a time of 1299. Then in 14th we have Mac in the Lexus with a time of 130.2. Then we have Jerry in 15th in the McLaren 111 with a time of 132.5. We have in 16th, rounding up the grid in the Lamborghini 4 car with a time of 134.3. So that is your feel for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I am your host, Choco2225, as we're going to give you some Chocotainment. I do apologize for the beginning of the broadcast. Some technical difficulties, discovered the issue, and now we are progressing to tonight's event. Today we will have 60 minutes of GT3 Adrenaline Racing. Today's pit stop requirements: it is a mandatory fuel stop with a fixed fuel of 25 seconds, meaning if they take 20 liters, 5 liters or 1 liter, it'll still be 25 seconds on the fuel stop. So drivers have a strategy tonight they can implement however they want. They can go heavy, they can go light, doesn't matter. It's still going to be 25 seconds fuel, whether they take 1 or 50 liters. All right. These lap times are ridiculously close. These guys look like they've been putting in some practice time here. Again, this is a very competitive grid, as well as our Saturday EU grid. So, let's go here. We have 16 cars, so we'll go here and stay with Mackenzie in the 14 BMW. That way we'll be in the middle of the field here. We can hop around and see some action in front of the Mackenzie and behind Mackenzie in the 14 BMW. All right, again, we have 1 hour race time this evening. It's 4 p.m. Track conditions are optimum with 29 degrees on the surface. Yeah, this track is absolutely a fun track to race in. This is a flow track, technical track at times, but definitely a good track to host this evening's event. Again, this is the latest release on the DLC package, Red Bull Ring. No, I'm sorry, the Nordschleife is the latest release, but this is the one before the latest release. So this is the first time we put it in the season, and again, we look forward to seeing how we do here on this circuit. Again, that turn 1 is going to be very crucial, as always stressed in the drivers' meetings, to maintain that distance and that's a very sharp turn. So distance left to right, front to back is going to be crucial this evening. And if we can survive this this turn one and lap one, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have ourselves a phenomenal race this evening. Again, you got some top dogs here this evening. Jay Higginson being one of our top dogs in the league. Pretty much podiums every Sunday. He is your European EU Series race coordinator. So any questions regarding the EU Series, which we run on Saturdays at 2 p.m., he will be your point of contact. And in second right now, we have M. Clark. Third again, Sween in the Porsche 21. We have 54 seconds left. Campbell's in fourth. And rounding up your top five is Bonham. Jay Bonham. All right, so we do have a couple team car drivers here. Team race, IRL race team drivers here. Your 1 and 2 is team drivers. Your 4 and 5 and 7. 14, 10, they're all team drivers. So we have half the racing team participating tonight, and we'll see how we do. All right, we have 16 seconds, and we're going to have a formation lap. During this formation lap, the drivers will get their tires some kind of heat, whether they're going back and forth, swerving left to right, or applying some brake heat. Either way, however they do it, gonna get some heat on these tires as they do final preparations here. All right. All right. All right, we are in the car with our compos in the McLaren 2-4. Again, we're going to do one lap formation. During this time, the cars are going to get some heat on their tires. You see them swerving back and forth, left to right. Or some of these drivers are generating some heat via the brake system. Again, tonight's race will be a mandatory pit stop with a fuel of 25 seconds fixed. So no matter 1 liter, 30 liters, 40 liters, it'll still be 25 seconds. All right. There we have Bonham in the 34 car. So look for Bonham to have a fast start here. Being that he has Campos there on the inside, on the outside there. Onto that turn one is going to be on the inside. Also, Jay Higgins, he is definitely going to look at taking off from the rip. So as soon as you get that green flag, now he will be on the outside of turn one. So the goal here is to get a fast start. You're going to have that straight line first. It's going to be almost like a hairpin first turn, but not exactly. A very sharp right turn there. Everyone's pretty much familiar with Red Bull Ring. Again, you survive that turn one. We'll survive that lap one. We're gonna have a good race here. But look at these guys. I mean, the times being so close to each other. Look at these guys. The start here is going to be very important for these guys. So look at most of these guys, especially in line 1 and 2. To go ahead and get a nice start here. Again, that space left to right, front and back is going to be crucial. It's going to be very important for these drivers to survive that turn one. All right. Looks like it's not a long track. It's a pretty short track. So as they are already lining up for the double formation here. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and within a couple seconds here, we're going to get a green flag. And like I said, the start here, look at the start. Higginson is on the outside of turn one, while M. Clark is on the inside. We have a green flag now, ladies and gentlemen. The start here, straight line speed start here. And that Porsche is going to line up right behind Higginson. Clark is on the inside. Higginson will go ahead and take the lead now as he shot straight forward, trying to do the Max Verstappen start here. Very close between second, third, and fourth there, as those guys are pretty much slipstreaming there to the beginning. All right. Oh, little contact there on the outside. Higginson is forced to go out pretty wide, but nonetheless maintains and retains that P1 position again. All right, everything is still pretty close up here. All right, I think everyone has thus far survived. All right, K-Stu in the 91 BMW. He is currently riding in fifth, right behind Campos, and not much separates these guys, but a screw up. All right, as we come down the final two turns to finish lap one. Mackenzie is holding on to the 7th spot, right behind Stewie, also in the BMW. Right behind Mackenzie coming in is S. Nichols in the Porsche 555. Right behind him is going to be N. Wright in the 555 Porsche. And again, everything's still pretty close here. Oh, we have something happen back there. We'll see what cars here, if we can somehow see what happened back here. Maybe not. All right. So we'll stay up here with Bonham very close behind Clark, who's in second. And right behind Bonham, real close to his Heine Hein, is K. Sween in the 21 Porsche. Again, Sweeney is just going to sit back, relax, and also Campos is going to sit back, relax, and catch some of that slipstream. I mean, anybody's position here. Again, remember those times are pretty close, so these guys are pretty much maintaining. And it's going to be about consistency this evening, being that it's a short track. It's going to be about consistency tonight. Can't speak. And again, this is a pretty technical right here through these snakes. Again, I still got to learn all my tracks. Now that Red Bull Ring is in. All right, Bonham is still holding on to that third. Bloxham looks like he's in the pit. Has also cleared his pit, is now exited. So somehow maybe something happened where he just decided to go ahead and pit stop early. So his pit stop is out of the way. He can go ahead and now take it home with a whopping 58 minutes left into the race. So plenty of racing left, ladies and gentlemen, in this event here. And like I was saying while I was muted, I will be looking forward to hiring professional broadcasters for our series moving forward. Starting next Sunday series, our goal is to have hopefully a broadcaster in line that has experience. I do enjoy it, but I think our league deserves professional broadcasting. And I want to provide these guys with that much more added experience to sim racing. All right, back to racing. So we have Campos still holding on to the 5th spot, and I'm not sure why it's showing 2 5s, but oh, finally. And Stewie close right behind him is 6 Stewie, and not much is separating these guys. Again, look at those time differences there between all these cars here. All right, currently holding the 11th spot, it is 999 McLaren, driven by Perot. I'm sorry if I messed that up. Perot, FP, I'm going to say FP. In the 999 McLaren, holding on to the 11th right now. Can't remember when he started off on the grid, but I believe he's gained some spots here during the race here. Right now, he is consistently riding a 131 with 3 laps down. All right, close in second. A fight for second here. Close, not too far away is Higginson. So Higginson not normally separating himself from the field, from the grid like normally we've been seeing. Again, the times were so close that I don't see that happening tonight. But again, anything can happen in racing. We've seen crazy stuff happen here. But I can say this, Clark is having had a great qualifier, and looks like he's having a good race thus far. Not keeping Higginson close in his vicinity here, within view. And Bonham is not too far behind. He is also harassing Clark and Higginson, and Swing close by behind him too. And trying to catch up to that conversation is Campos, not too far behind. All right, Stewie, right? Like I said, all these guys are pretty much close. They're competing. For a minute there, looked like Stewie lost control there, but somebody back there went wide. It looks like it's gonna be Enright. Maybe. McKenzie's still holding on to the 7th spot in the BMW 14, right behind Stewie, or Stu. And again, if you can see, all these cars are still very close. You can see a little bit of scuffles on the bumper there of McKenzie. All right, so the two Porsches are gonna at some point start harassing the BMWs here. And the Porsche holding its own this evening. Nice livery here on the 55 car, driven by Nichols. Then we have K Swing still holding on to 4th, man, in the lime green Porsche, chasing down Bonham. Again, this is a pretty good grid this evening. Very competitive grid. And again, the timetables will show that. But nonetheless, the whole grid is competitive this evening. No matter the battles in the front, middle, or back, everyone is competing. And right there is a fight. It's a 3-way battle for 7th. I think it's 7th or 8th. Yo, 3-way battle, and looks like Perot is trying to show the inside, let him know he's part of this conversation as they start harassing McKenzie. And now it's about to be a 4-way battle here for 7th here pretty soon. Right now it's for 8th between McKenzie, Wright, and Lee. And pretty soon Perot to join that conversation. But right now, McKenzie, Wright, and Lee are going to be battling here for position. All right, we'll come back to that battle here, but that battle is definitely brewing up and is looking pretty good here. And in 12th right now is the Lexus 716, driven by M. Mac. He is now in the 12th position with a time of 1:30 on the grid. 5 laps down and a lot remaining, and 51 minutes left into the race. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. with a practice start time of 7 p.m. Eastern time, in a race time quali time of 8 p.m. for 20 minutes. And then we do 1 hour session this evening, but every Sunday we do this at the same time, same place. And Saturdays we run our EU series. That event starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and I think it's 5 p.m. UK time that it runs over there. So that is more catered to our EU drivers every Saturday at 2 p.m. Our Sunday series is catered more to our American side, but EU side always welcome as well. We never say no to anyone that wants to race. Oh, we have a car sideways on the track. Looks like it's going to be the car number 4 and 15th, R. Vergara. All right, so we'll see. We'll see Vergara go safely back onto the grid, and he will proceed there. All right. Chillery is now in the pit lane. Looks like he will now go ahead and get his fuel, clear the pit requirement, and continue racing with 49 minutes left in the race. 49 minutes is good time left to the viewers, but as the drivers stay focused and remain on the circuit, that time flies, man. 49 minutes will fly by here pretty quick. So the main thing right now is for these drivers to maintain consistency throughout the rest of the race here, because there are pretty close battles everywhere right now. So it's pretty much anybody's race for position. And again, this is only a 1 pit stop requirement. Only the drivers can make it a 2. All right now in 10th, we have the 773 McLaren, driven by R. Lee, with the time of 1:31. His last time of 1:31.8, best time of 1:2.99. Now, everyone knows qualification times never will transition over to the race times. Everything's different, but we all know that. All right. Bloxham now has moved up to 14th. Again, Bloxham so far is now going to be the only car that has cleared the pit stop requirements. So all he's got to do now is bring it home. Again, Bloxham, one of our team drivers, has been in the IRL Racing League for a long time, and is pretty much one of our mainly team drivers. He mainly races on the team races, endurance races. And this is Jay Bonham's teammate for the racing team. Again, Bloxham in the 14th spot right now, has clear pit stop requirements as he goes side by side with our Campos. Down the stretch they come. Our Campos cuts him. Ooh, so now Campos is in 5th. Bloxham is in 14th. 2 McLarens going at it. Again, both of these guys, team drivers. Very highly competitive between both of them. And you will see nothing less from these two. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Jay Higginson currently still in the lead of the race, followed by M. Clark, close by second. Again, I don't see, this is going to be like this all night. Again, Clark having a phenomenal race this evening, very good so far, as he is very close and chasing down and not making it any easier for Higginson this evening. Higginson's going to have to earn every lap this evening, because Clark is definitely putting up a challenge this evening. And a pretty good track as well. Again, we're 8 laps down and a lot more to go. We have 46 minutes left remaining in the race. Again, the only thing that can screw anything up is going to be the drivers themselves. All right, these two guys going at it pretty much the whole race. And a battle right behind them for third is between Sween and Campos. Okay, so that was, battle Sween and Campos. A battle for fourth. No, I'm sorry, Sween and Bonham for third. Right there. So this is a battle for third here between two highly competitive drivers. Bonham and Sween always competing with each other. Very highly competitive, friendly competition. And again, it's McLaren versus Porsche. And I'm not expecting anything less from these two drivers as they compete. Right now, the fastest time belongs to Jay Bonham with a time of 1:28.7. Very consistent as well with the time of 1:2.93. As you will probably see the same from K. Sween. Again, these guys are up front and pretty much riding consistent times here of 1:2.9s. Maybe some in a 1:2.8s. All right, and ninth, moving up, is F. Perot. Again, you see some drivers have cleared their pit stop requirements. Oh, the number 4 car, R. Vergara, goes off track, as well as the BMW up there, I think might be McKenzie. proceeds back safely onto the grid and continues on. So Perot holding on here in the 9th spot as he has moved up into a couple of positions up on the grid during this race here in the McLaren 999 car, as he is chasing down R. Lee, who has 7 seconds on him. And following Perot, chasing down Perot, is S. Nichols with a time of 1:30. So it's about consistency here. Nichols is definitely going to be applying the pressure here shortly. And McKenzie as well on Nichols. All right. So M. Clark still going at it with Jay Higginson. All right, Stewie still holding on to that 6th spot in the BMW 91. Nice livery. I like that livery. And again, he's been consistent as well with a time of 1:30. And chasing him is N. Wright in the Porsche 555. And he has a 3-second gap behind him. Again, it's going to be about consistency here. A lot of time remaining into the race as we have 10 laps down in this evening's event. All right, Bloxham has definitely moved up for some spots. McKenzie now in 14th as he looks at then he has also cleared his pit stop requirement. So McKenzie, all you gotta do now is bring it home. And you will see some of these position changes as some of these cars start clearing their requirements and entering pit lane. You'll see some of these cars go from 14th to like 8 real quick, and it's because of those reasons. So we'll come back and we'll see how McKenzie's doing later on into the race. But right now McKenzie's running 14th, and we'll see how he does later on in the race here. So S. Nichols now in 9th as he is chasing down Perot here, FP. All right, K. Sween, as you can see, K. Sween has definitely closed the gap with that slipstream. Again, these two drivers are pretty good drivers. They're pretty experienced, pretty proficient. You're gonna see some good adrenaline racing here, chasing and defending. You're gonna get it right here. You can see Higginson and Clark are consistently running at 128. So it's gonna be two battles here for position. Right here is a battle for third between Bonham and Sween, and I can tell you it's been like this from the start. From the rip, it's been like this. These two guys going at it, and the front two going at it, and I don't see anything changing. Again, very close. The only thing and I'm not gonna put the commentator's curse, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But the only thing that can separate I'm not gonna say it. This is very good racing here. Very good racing. All right, and here we have again a battle for position for 7th here between R. Lee and Wright. Wright has closed the gap significantly on Lee, and actually has closed the gap on Lee. Again, this is a battle for position for 7th between the McLaren and the Porsche. All right, and again, these guys still have a requirement to fulfill to clear. So but again, the pressure is on, the defend mechanism is on, because one's defending and one's attacking right now. So the question is, who's gonna go in first to the pit, and is the next one gonna follow or going at the same time? So the strategy is gonna be up to the driver and the driver's team. So again, some drivers have cleared, some haven't. Mac has moved up into 11th now in the Lexus, the only Lexus on the field. So we have one AMG and one Lexus And I think one Lamborghini maybe. Let me see. Yes, one Lamborghini. So we have a good field of Lamborghini. I mean, McLarens and Porsche and Beamer got the show tonight. So Mac has moved up some spots and is now in 11th. And again, like I was saying, we're gonna get some professional. My goal is to get some professional advertising here. I mean, broadcasting for the league, for the viewers. I think you guys deserve it. Yeah, I do enjoy it. It's not my cup of tea. So I want to bring in the guys who do this and who really, really enjoy it. And it is their cup of tea. Again, the viewers deserve it, the drivers deserve it, and the league deserves it. So that is the goal for the next Sunday series. Hey, and if EU keeps up their competition over there, we'll get them in broadcasting as well. So, all right, in 16th right now we have Vergara still holding on to that 16th spot in the Lamborghini. Again, this is a tricky track, but Vergara is holding on to his own, the only Lamborghini in the field. So we'll come back and we'll see how Vergara is doing. All right, Tillery up in the 15th position now, the only AMG on the circuit running the black and lime livery. Tillery is your lead series coordinator for the Sunday series. All right. Then in 12th we have Jerry in the McLaren 111 car, holding on to the 12th spot. I'm not sure what Jerry started at the beginning of the race. Can't remember. Can't remember exactly, but nonetheless, he's holding on to that 12th spot, so not too far away from the top 10. And this evening, like I said, we have a field of 16. Bloxham now moved up into the 13th spot in the 2.7 Flow McLaren. All right, Arlie in the 773 McLaren holding on to the 6th spot with a last run time of 1:30.5 as he comes down the straightaway, crosses the finish line, followed closely by Ann Wright in the 555 Porsche. So right here is a battle for 6 here between Wright and Lee. Not too much separating them, as we have, I believe, 36 minutes left in the race. Can't tell, my screen is somewhat cut off on the top here. All right. And like mentioned before, Bloxham holding on to that, now moving up to that 13th spot. 38 minutes left. All he's going to do is bring it home. And Vergara with the clean, allowed passage there. So good, clean driving from Vergara to allow a safe passage there from a from a faster car there. I think. All right. Again, we're back up top here between Higginson and Clark. A battle for first here. Not much is separating these two. Again, this is how the race started. Higginson was in first and pole, and Clark in second. So your 1 and 2 are still going at it in that same order. And like I said, this has been a great qualifying session and race thus far for Clark. I mean, this guy has put it on, and he is not making it easy at all for Higginson. At all. I mean, he is not budging. Clark is not budging at all whatsoever. All right. So Bonham now with a 5-second gap to Campos, who's in 4th. So I'm not. So looks like Sween might have gone in for pit lane. So Bonham retains that third position there with a 5-second gap between him and Campos, who's in 4th. So pretty good racing thus far this evening from Bonham, running a consistent time of 1:2.95. Again, his car looks a little dinged up there, but nothing the driver can't handle. All right, looks like Bonham is gonna go ahead and clear his requirement. Again, the requirement for this evening is a fuel requirement with a fixed time of 25 seconds. So no matter if the driver decides to take 50 liters, 80 liters, or 1 liter, the fuel time is the same of 25 seconds. All right, the only strategy behind that is when am I going in? Some of these drivers went heavy, some of them went light. All right, looks like Parole has decided to come in and clear his requirement. Now, this driver this evening has held his own for sure. For sure. All right, we'll come back and we'll see how he's doing. Clark is still out there in second, battling it out, arguing with Higginson like they've been doing all day. So we'll come back to this argument and we'll see who decided to do what, if anything. All right, Stewie looks like he's cleared his. I'm not sure if it's Stewie or Stu, but it looks like he has cleared his requirement and is now in 10th spot on the grid. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we have 33 minutes remaining into the race. And most of the field, I believe, has cleared their requirements. Some still have requirements to meet. But very, very close racing. Stewie now moves up into 9th. So as you see some of these cars going in, clearing their requirements, you're going to see some of these cars' position changes as well. Also want to remind everyone that's viewing or will be viewing later that we are hosting our own endurance series consisting of 6 series. So we're going to be hosting our endurance races for 6 months starting in June, and we're going to run them every third Saturday of every month at 12 p.m. I believe it is. Gives an opportunity for anyone anywhere to be able to participate as a team in our endurance series. Now, there is an entry fee involved, but again, if we do get a good size grid, there will be a nice pool award in return. And we look forward to that. We're hoping we get a good amount of drivers, a good amount of teams, get that prize pool up, and get some of these drivers paid. Get the winning teams paid on our endurance series. Again, we want to make it where drivers and teams have something to look forward, not just bragging rights. Yeah, we're the best team out there in endurance. Let's give them something to compete for. Make other teams come out and compete. Let's have these entry fees where it's something to compete for. And if we can get a good amount, we'll have a nice prize award, and it'll definitely be worth entering your team whenever we can get pool prizes that high. So we look forward to our first. Again, it's back. We held one before, but we brought it back, and we are going to be looking forward to that, man. Definitely looking forward to that. Now that, if I can get broadcasters, I will definitely be looking forward to getting the broadcasters for that. Again, once a month, every third Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. As of right now, I believe we have 4 or 5 teams already registered. So we have 5 cars registered, and we're hoping we're looking forward to getting more. Put it that way. All right. So Nichols still holding on to that 11th spot. Pretty soon here we'll be halfway into the race, and then that'll begin crunch time for these drivers. Okay, Sween now into the 3rd spot. Has also cleared his pit requirement. All you got to do now is bring it home. And still running a consistent time of 1:2.93. And right behind him is Matt in the Lexus. Still has a pit requirement to clear, but again has jumped up a lot of spots. At one point he was in 13th, maybe 12th. And again, the pit requirements have allowed him to move up, but nonetheless, to go from 12th to 4th, not a bad gig. And that's the only thing I need to work on, is work on my when to pit, you know, based on the time, based on what's going on, and hopefully, you know, nobody causes you to make an extra pit stop and change your whole strategy. So it looks like we see another car going in there, maybe Regard, looks like. All right, and right now up to the 7th spot. 555. Mac in the 5th spot. Yep, Regard is not going to go ahead and clear his requirement of fuel. All right, looks like Blocks is there in pit lane. Not sure what's going on, but Blocks maybe has retired, so not sure if there was any mechanical issues with the car or not. Might be some mechanical issues in the McLaren 274. So B Blocks looks like has retired. Mechanical issues probably with the car. Unfortunate for Bloxham this evening. All right, Tillery is now in the 14th spot. 28 minutes remaining into the event. Looks like he has some damage there in the hood there. So that's definitely going to cause some arrow there for him. Running time of 1:31.1. So that's definitely gonna hurt him for the remainder of the race. Absolutely. All right, holding on to the 6th spot is our Campos in the 24 McLaren. Car looks dirty a little bit. All right. So the fearless Mexican R Campos is currently holding on to the 6th spot in the 24 McLaren. Again, this is your Sunday race coordinator. Tillery is your lead race coordinator for the Sunday series. All right. Campos running a 1:2.93, so he is consistently running his 1:2.9. Again, this is about consistency, something I'm working on. I would love to get the time I would need to get to put in the time. I gotta find it. Right now I can't find any time available to me to get that time. But I will definitely. All right. So Jerry still holding on to the 12th spot in the 111 McLaren. Again, we have a lot of McLarens this evening and BMWs. R. Lee in the 9th spot, chasing down Stewie. Not much separating these two, but a hiccup. All right, so now Stewie in defense mode while R. Lee is in attack mode. All right, looks like Stewie's going to defend the inside there at all costs. He is not going to allow an easy passage here. He's going to make 773 earn it. And 773 is looking forward to the challenge. Again, we're at 25 or 23 minutes. I can't see it on the screen. I do apologize. But not much time remaining. This is serious crunch time now for these drivers. And this battle here for position between Stewie and Lee is going to be juicy here. So we'll come back to this battle. We'll see how it turns out. All right, Higginson now in 3rd, being chased down by Bonham, who's in 4th. Not much separate them two, but a 1.5 second gap and a hiccup. All right, Higginson is definitely looking at that lime-colored Porsche up there in front of him. That's for sure. That is for sure. He's definitely chasing. Definitely chasing. All right, we'll play around with some camera views here at the end towards the end of the race here. We have 20-something minutes left here. All right, 24 minutes left. So we're at the 25 mark. That's where we're at. All right, Higginson chasing down Sween, who's in second. 3 seconds exactly separate these guys, 3.3. As he comes around the last turn here, goes in the straightaway, is eyeing down that lime green Porsche up ahead. But right behind him is Mr. Bonham. Right behind him is Mr. Bonham, who is looking down his... Yeah. All right, we'll go on board here with Mr. Bonham as he is chasing down Higginson for third. Again, the points do matter. Big point difference between third and fourth. All right, again, these guys are consistently running 129. All right. All right. And after that, clearing that requirement, Perot holding on to the top 10 spot in the 999 McLaren, running a time of 1:31 flat. 1:31.0. Well, not flat, but almost flat. So if he can hold on for the next 23 minutes, it looks like everyone has cleared their requirements. And all he's got to do is hold on to that 10 spot for 23 more minutes. But he is being chased down by S. Nichols in the 55 Porsche, who has a 5-second gap between him and Nichols. I mean, Perot, FP. All right, Clark has now taken the lead here into this race as he is being chased down by Sween. So Sween is looking at battling Clark here for first. Clark, if he can hold on to this for the next 22 minutes, now with the fastest time of the race of 1:286, he can pretty much take podium here, take the win, and I think it'll be his first win this year in IRL at least. And again, Mondays we run our GT4 series. Our GT4 is our sprint series. We're done within an hour. That includes practice, qualifying session, and race. The requirements for the Monday sessions is fuel. Fixed fuel usually of 25 seconds. So GT4s are awesome cars to race. Ashley prepares you a lot for the GT3s. And then helps you respect corners, unlike moi. All right, battles everywhere. But right now, Clark with a comfortable lead here of 3 seconds between him and Sween. All right, Stewie bumped up to 8th as he is chasing down Wright and being chased down by Lee. All right, McKenzie still holding on to that 12th in the BMW 14 with a run time of 1:31.9. Again, this has been very, very competitive this evening. These guys pretty much, we have the whole grid still here. All right. All right, Mac still has the requirement left, still holding on to the 5th spot as he is being chased down by the fearless Mexican in 6th spot, R. Campos. All right, we will see how this battle endures here for 5th. But Mac being the last car left to clear the requirement with 20 minutes left in the race. All right, 20 minutes is definitely crunch time. Vergara has moved up into the 15th spot. All right, Tillery now in 13th, has moved up 1 spot. And again, definitely has damage there. It was definitely going to cost him a lot of time. Again, 131.1, not bad for the circumstances. I think he's an average 129 driver. So definitely affecting the performance of the car aerodynamics. All right, Campo still in the fifth. 14th is Jerry, still holding on to the 14th spot. And now has been lapped. All right. All right, Lee holding on to the 9th spot with a time of 130.9. Again, he is being chased down by Mac, who is now in the pit lane. So now Mac has gone into the pit. We'll clear his pit requirement, and we'll see where he's at after that. All right, we're at the 19-minute mark. 19-minute mark. And again, Blocks has pulled out of this evening's race. Looks like the car might have given us some technical issues. Probably some engine problems in the car. Had to be some engine problems. Again, one of our top drivers. So unfortunate this evening for Bloxham. We look forward to him for returning next week. Oh, looks like the Lexus spun out there on pit exit. All right, we'll see what he does there. All right, so Higginson up in 3rd spot, chasing down Sween. 4 seconds between him and Sween. Again, one of our top drivers here. Higginson was challenged definitely this evening. Has been challenged the whole race. Mainly by M. Clark, who is our race leader in the 23 BMW. So really good performance this evening by the BMW, driven by M. Clark. So I'm definitely happy for Clark this evening. I think it will be his first victory in IRL this year. All right, Bonham still holding on to that 4th spot as he is chasing down Higginson, and almost a 4-second gap between them two. All right, we are definitely at crunch time here with 17 minutes left in the race. And every point matters here, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, right, Perot up into the A spot in the 999 car. This guy has been having a really good race this evening. I mean, definitely moved up. His qualifier was wasn't top 10, I don't think. I don't think it was top 10. Man, this guy has really had a good race this evening. Currently running in the 8th spot. So again, keep riding with us, and he's definitely going to get better and better, and definitely going to have some good performances here with RL. All right, I mean, he is being chased down by Nichols, but definitely has been holding his own. So he ain't too worried about Nichols. Not today. Not today. FP got this. FP got this. All right, so we'll see how the battle between FP and Nichols is later on. M. Clark definitely doing very well this evening. Really good race. Really good, phenomenal race from qualifying on to the race. So the BMW looks pretty clean. Doesn't look like... looks like he kept it off the walls. Again, mistake-free race looks like. I don't see too much damage onto the car as he comes down the straightaway here. Crosses the finish line. A couple more laps left. I think maybe 6, 7, maybe. All right, 29 laps in by our race leader. All right, Stewie into the 11th spot. Not sure what happened to Stewie here. At some point, he was in a battle for 8th, 7th. So no, not sure what happened here. It looks like the last time was a 229, so it might have been a pit, something. Not sure what happened there. But it's definitely dropped some spots there down to 11th. All right, McKenzie moved up with some spots in the top 10 now. All right. And again, as you can see, the grid has scattered here. But this battle here is getting very, very interesting here. Because I got a feeling FP's going to hold his own, man. FP going to hold this thing. Yeah, FP's like, come get it. Come get it. Nichols like, I'm coming. I'm coming. Gonna make you make a mistake. Gonna apply that pressure, help you make a mistake. Man, FP ain't worried about him. 999 ain't worried. As they go down the straightaway here. Yeah, man, it's a good battle here. It's a good battle here. It's a good battle here. Now to our viewers. We want more rookies in here. We want way more females. We want females to come race with us. Be part of the Sim World community. Especially good competitive drivers. We welcome thee. Show these boys what y'all talking about. Show these boys the girls can get on the grid too. What y'all talking about? Come and show the boys how it's done, girls. So please do not be alarmed. Do not be in ACC. If you're coming from GT, we have plenty of GT7 transition drivers. One of them being our top is Dog Higginson. Him and his team have transitioned well from GT7, one of the fastest leagues he had out there in GT7. He is now with us, and I'm telling you, man, we are so grateful to have the WRL team, in a sense, collaborated with IRL, man, in the ACC, man, because at the end of the day, WRL, man, if they race like they race here, yeah, there's no way they're not dominating over there, because these boys have transitioned very well. WRL, them boys have transitioned very well into this thing, and Higginson, them boys, yeah, they bring it every week. So we're grateful to have them boys here in IRL, getting our drivers where they need to be, competing with our team drivers, being part of our team as well, racing team, and it makes and those boys on the racing team, their standards are at another level. So if they're not meeting their times, they're pissed. So and that's what we strive for. But at the same time, no one's perfect, but that's what they strive for on the grid every week, man. Whether it's here getting seat time on the series or on the endurance races, because they're mainly endurance drivers for the team. They bring it, man. They challenge. They're gonna challenge each other and everybody else on the grid. They don't give a crap what level you on. They'll challenge you till you can't challenge no more. And then when it's time to retire the challenge, aka let them go by, it's time to do that. But man, they have made me faster for sure, and a lot of other drivers for sure. I mean, Bonham is nowhere where he is at now before he came on. I mean, when he first came on, that driver put in some work, and again, coached by Blocks and some other coaches, I believe. But for sure, that man put in some work. All these drivers have been putting in work, but Perot holding on to the damn A spot. He is holding on to this. FP holding on to this, man, and he ain't playing with him. Nichols applying the pressure. Definitely going to be applying the pressure to the last 11 minutes. That's for sure. This battle is juicy. Juicy. Catching that slipstream. And right now, FP's on defense. And he's defending very, very well, man. Very well. Again, very good driver etiquette. Good, clean racing. And compete. Keep it clean. Live to drive another lap, man. Know when to pull back, know when to go. The more you race with each other, the more you know about each other. You know each other's racing habits. And that's how we're getting at now, where these guys can go side by side and contact will be made. Is racing, yes, but we know what we mean. So the more these guys race with each other, man, you're gonna see this everywhere. All right, man. Again, 10 minutes left. Looks like Clark has definitely pulled away from the grid here and is now a 5-second gap to second. And if everything happens the way it has 9 minutes left, I don't see anything changing here. Again, consistency has been the game for these guys up here in the front. Sween is dangerous in that freaking Porsche, man. Very, very, very dangerous. Too consistent. He's not gonna back down from everything. Sween brings it, man. It doesn't matter if GT4s, 3s. He don't care. He don't care. He gonna challenge whoever it is every week. All right, so Mac, after clearing the last driver to clear the pit, is now in 12th. Again, this car is, I'm learning. This is our tuner here, also our Monday race coordinator. So I am learning the Lexus, and this is the guy, this driver right. This is the guy who is teaching me all about the Lexus. I'm enjoying the car for sure. I'm enjoying the straight line speed is ridiculous, but I'm enjoying the car. It's different. Coming from the Ferrari 296 is a lot different. Right now I switched from the BMW on the GT4 class. Switched from the BMW to the Camaro, so I'm going straight front engine. And I'm enjoying the Lexus and the Porsche. But the Lexus is a whole nother animal coming from the 296, for sure. But Mac is our tuner for the league. So pretty much you're a Patreon member. You will get tuned to get the car where it responds to you. And then you schedule coaching sessions with the coaches where they get you where you want to be on time. So tuning is very important because it sets your car up, your setups. That's where Matt comes in and helps you set that up, and then he sends you off to your coaching. So again, that is for our Patreon members. That is the benefits you get from being a Patreon member. That is our $10 a month membership includes your tuning, your coaching, offense and defensive, and all of our coaching is from our team drivers. Higginson, Bloxham, Bonham, they're all coaches right now for your coaching knowledge. And again, our tuner is Mac. So these guys are all work hand in hand with each other to ensure that drivers get optimum performance out of their cars. All right, Chillery in 13th. All right, our Felix Mexican brother Compose in the 24. Holding on to that 5, man. Again, consistent lap time of 1:30. 34 laps in. All right, Jerry out here having fun in D4, running 14th in the McLaren, man. I think Jerry's one of our EU drivers, so we welcome Jerry. Thank you for running with us this evening. R. Lee holding on to that Joker livery, holding on to that 7th spot in the 773 McLaren. All right. All right, Higginson holding on to that 3rd, 1:294 consistent run time. Again, he has been challenged this evening. Again, and this is what we look for. We want challenges. This guy's consistently your number 1 finisher, number 2 finisher. Not this evening. Clark and Sween had a whole different plan this evening for Higginson. A whole plan. They were like, not today, sir. We got you. But hey, Higginson embraces that type of stuff, man. Because guess what? Come Sunday, next week, if you ain't coming with the same game plan, I'm telling you. So, I'm loving what I'm seeing here. So we get to the point where we don't have the same finisher all the time, every week. Boy, oh boy. Everybody gonna be competing hard. Cause now at that point, it's gonna be bragging rights. I'm better. I'm the champ this year. But hey, that's the goal. That is the goal. Again, consistency is key here, and these guys are running a time of 1:29. That's why they've been where they're at. So we have 5 minutes left into the race. 36 laps down. And if these guys keep the same gap, no mistakes here, you'll have your podium finishers of 1, 2, 3 of Clark in 1, Sween in 2, and Higginson in 3. All right. All right. So it looks like the car has definitely got some pebble scratches everywhere. Again, this is one of our other top dogs in the league here. We didn't get no Xbox tonight. No Xbox drivers tonight. We need to get some more Xbox in here. All right, Clark having a phenomenal, man. I want to give a big shout out to Clark, man. If he did, let's wait 4 minutes. Let's wait. But man, phenomenal race this evening, Clark. Phenomenal race from Clark this evening. Hopefully he can bring that again next week. And ladies and gentlemen, that just proves that it's anybody's for the taking every week. Anybody's for the taking. So ensure you get in that practice time, man, if you want to compete with these boys during the week, if able. It looks like we have a battle up there in front of. We need to find that battle right here. Oh, let's stay here for the next 3 minutes between FP and Nichols for 8th. 3 minutes left. We'll see how these two continue here as the battle for 8th is happening. So now, keep this in mind. These two cars are battling for position. That at no way are they required to pull over for Clark, who is coming up behind. So these guys are racing for position. They are entitled to their battle and are not required to let number 23 BMW proceed. So it is 23's responsibility to ensure he provides a safe passage and not interfere with that battle up there. You can flash, but it's up to you, sir. It is the sole responsibility of the 23 car not to interfere with that battle. All right. So blue flag, yes, blue flag, but there was a battle for position. All right. Just for understanding of how that works. F1, different story. Our rules are different. All right. So the battle continues again for position between 8th and 9th. So just keep in mind with the blue flags, that does not mean you got to move out the way in our league. If it's a battle, yes, if you're a lap car, you're being lapped and your laps down, or you know the car behind you have you by 3, 4, 5 seconds, yes, by all means. That's common sense. But if you're the faster car and there's a battle like that, and yeah, you got to do everything you can to make sure you don't interfere that and get by safely. Especially as a more experienced and a faster driver, we hold you higher accountable for that. All right, these two are going at it. All right, last lap. Last lap for the race. Last lap, and then we'll have our winner here. I'm not going to say the winner, but if it doesn't, I don't see it changing. Oh, look at that. See? Beautiful, competitive driving there. So it looks like the Porsche has taken it on the outside. So Nichols has moved up one. And has taken the 8th from FP. All right, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, anything can happen at the last, any minute, any moment, anything can happen. And I'm going to shut up now until the lap is over. Sween in the lime green Porsche, man. Great race this evening. He has done it again this week. And I did not expect anything less from Sween and Higginson and Bonham and all them cats. Clark, phenomenal race for Clark this evening. Wonderful race for Clark this evening. So I'm not going to say anything until he crosses that finish line. I'm not going to get cussed out for the commentator's curse. Yeah, no, not me. No, sir. Congratulations to M. Clark for his, want to say, first victory this year in IRL in the BMW 2-3 car. Again, phenomenal race by your race winner, M. Clark, in the BMW 2-3 car. Great racing. Coming in second is K. Sween in the Porsche 2-1 car, and in third is going to be Jay Higginson in the 720 McLaren. All right, in sixth so far, it looks like it's going to be N. Wright. All right. All right, as he comes down. All right, Mac is going to be in 12th spot here. Vergara finishes in 15th. Tillery looks like he's going to be in the 13th spot this evening. Again, tough race this evening for Tillery. Way to hang in there. Looks like his car definitely received some damage, for sure. Yeah, I want to start playing with these camera reviews next week, for sure. All right, Jerry in 14th, R. Lee in 7th. All right, so looks like our race is finished, and we're gonna go ahead and hear. So our podium winners, and our race winner is M. Clark in first, K. Sween in second. Then we have Jay Higginson in third. So congratulations to our podium, 1, 2, and 3. Then in fourth is Jay Bonham. In fifth is Compost. In sixth, N. Wright. In seventh, R. Lee. In eighth, S. Nichols. In ninth, FP. Great battle between him and I believe it was Wright. McKenzie in 10th, Stewie in 11th, Mac in 12th, Tillery in 13th, Jerry in 14th, Vergara in 15th, and rounding up the field is 16th, B. Bloxham. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we hope you enjoyed your race this evening. Again, congratulations to M. Clark, our race winner, and in second, Sween. Third was Jay Higginson. Again, these machines come every Sunday to battle it out. Same time, same channel, every week. Again, I will be broadcasting this whole series, and I'm looking forward to getting us a professional broadcaster to handle all the madness, all this, my lack thereof, for us every Sunday. And hopefully, if EU keeps up what they're doing, give them one as well. So again, phenomenal racing, battles everywhere this evening for position throughout the grid. I truly enjoyed the battles, watching the battles, commentating the battles, and I truly appreciate the driver etiquette this evening. I did not see any incidents. I think everyone survived turn 1, lap 1, which, like I always mention, you survive that, you will have yourself a phenomenal race, proven week in, week out when we do get past lap 1, turn 1, lap 1. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Choco2225, bringing you the best chocotainment I can. Until next Sunday, as we head to, I believe, let me see if I can find the race check-in here. Oh, next Sunday. Where do we go? Let me see. I will let you know here shortly. I know it's going to be another banger next Sunday. Red Bull Ring was our first one of the year since the release of the DLC. But we look forward to having many more of the Red Bull Ring events on the schedules. I think it's going to definitely be on the next schedule for EU, as they, I believe, are almost wrapping up their series on Saturdays. So we look forward to seeing the schedule for that event, next season's event. So all right, so next week we head out to drum roll please. Next week we head out to Barcelona. That's an awesome track, fun track, very competitive track. So be sure to join us here next week, same channel, same time, close to 8 p.m. for qualifying start. All right. So again, I am your host. Please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the league channel grow, helps the league get advertisement. So please make sure you hit like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you next week as we head out to Barcelona. Same channel, same time. Again, my name is Choco2225, signing out.